Every single day, billions of dollars are funneled out of the pockets of retail traders and into the hands of institutions. And the trap? It's invisible, legal, engineered, and you probably walked into it this week without even realizing it. What if I told you the market was never designed for you to win, and the very tools you trust are part of the trap? This is Sarah. She started with $2,000. She followed the rules. She learned RSI, MACD, candlesticks, YouTube gurus. She thought discipline would lead to freedom. But within 8 months, she had nothing left. Sarah is not alone. Over 95% of retail traders lose money, not because they're stupid, not because they're lazy, but because the system is stacked against them. They told you trading is a game of supply and demand. But here's the truth. Markets are manipulated. Banks, hedge funds, and market makers don't wait for signals. They create them. Liquidity is the game. And retail traders? You are the liquidity. Picture this. In a gleaming skyscraper, institutional traders sit before billion-dollar monitors, orchestrating market movements with algorithmic precision. Meanwhile, in bedrooms and home offices across the world, retail traders squint at laptops, chasing phantoms created by the big players. It's not a fair fight. It never was. Imagine a vast pool of money. That's the market. Now watch as massive whales, the institutions, create waves, pushing and pulling the water. Small fish, that's you, get caught in the current. Your stop loss is harvested like plankton. But the deception runs deeper. Technical indicators are not magic. They're lagging reflections of price, not predictors. Institutions know retail traders use the same tools, so they use that against you. Picture this, a group of fish all swimming toward one shiny lure. That's the RSI overbought signal. And the big shark? That's the institution, waiting. On one side of your screen, you see a perfect setup. RSI screaming overbought, MACD crossing down. It looks like easy money. But on the other side, that's where the real intent lies. Institutions aren't following these signals. They're creating them. Slowly, methodically, like a hunter setting a snare, they push price into these zones. They know where you'll place your trades. They can see the trap. Can you? Your trading view chart lights up with what looks like the perfect entry, then reverses and takes off in your direction. That's not bad luck. It's called liquidity engineering. But it's a mirage, a false oasis in a desert of liquidity. Those aren't random movements. They're calculated strikes, designed to wipe out clusters of stop losses. One massive, coordinated movement, and suddenly, thousands of small accounts vanish. Have you ever noticed how price just touches your stop loss? Institutions need to fill large orders, and they do it by hunting retail liquidity. Your losses are their entries. Watch as candles spike violently, a sea of red flashing across the order book. It's like watching a whale feed on a school of fish. In slow motion, you'd see it clearly. The wick forms, stretching down to exactly where most retail traders place their stops. It lingers there for a moment, just long enough to trigger those orders. Then, as if by magic, it reverses, leaving devastation in its wake. On the 1-minute chart, it's chaos, a frenzy of green and red candles, each one feeling crucial. But zoom out to the daily, and suddenly, patterns emerge. The noise fades away, revealing the true flow of money. But the trap goes even deeper. Key liquidity zones are marked. These are the battlegrounds where smart money operates. This is where you'll make your stand. Instead, they're journaling, meditating, preparing mentally for the opportunities that will come. Retail traders obsess over lower time frames. But smart money? They operate on higher time frames. This is where retail traders panic, but it's where you'll find clarity. Why? Because noise lives in the 1-minute chart, but intentions live in the 4-hour and daily structure. Hit subscribe and join the rise from zero movement, because we're just getting started. If you're not aligning with higher time frame liquidity, you're playing checkers on a chessboard. Imagine time itself compressing and expanding. Learn the rules of the real game and rewrite your future. You can almost see the frustrated trader pacing back and forth, flipping between time frames. And subscribe, because we are building the most dangerous generation of traders the market has ever seen. Instead of fearing volatility, you're welcoming it, because you know it's just institutions creating the liquidity they need. 1 minute they're convinced they've found the perfect scalp. You're learning to think like the institutions that have dominated this game for decades. It's time to level the playing field. Or will you take this moment, right now, to commit to real change? It's a battlefield, and you've been fighting with a blindfold on, to show you not just how to survive in this market, but how to thrive. The next, they're questioning everything as a larger trend invalidates their setup. You're beginning to understand the game behind the game. You're done being the prey. You're ready to rise. It's exhausting. It's disorienting. And it's exactly what institutions want. So how do you escape the trap? You flip the script. Your chance to break free from the cycle of retail losses and step into the world of institutional thinking. A small crack in the facade that's been built to keep retail traders like you in the dark. But through that crack, light is pouring in. Now you know it wasn't personal. It was calculated, engineered. But that engineering can be reverse engineered. With the right knowledge, the right mindset, and the right community supporting you, you can rewrite your trading story. Don't watch another dollar slip through your fingers because you were trading with outdated retail strategies. But armed with this knowledge, you're no longer stumbling blind. And let's show the market what happens when retail traders finally learn to play the real game. Start with top-down analysis. Focus on liquidity zones, not retail patterns. Wait for manipulation, then enter with the institutions. Remember, real traders don't chase prices. They wait for traps to be set and strike after the weak hands are removed. It's not about trading anymore. It's about waiting better. Picture a clean chart, free from the clutter of indicators. See the calm, focused trader. They're not glued to the 1-minute chart. Watch as candles move slowly, dramatically into these institutional zones. If this is opening your eyes, imagine what you'll learn when you stick with us. You were never meant to be the prey in this system. But now you're awake. Don't trade like 95%. Share this video with every trader you know. Comment, "I will rise from zero" below. Remember, you're not just learning to trade. Every day, billions change hands in the market. But now, you're starting to see the invisible currents that move that money. This journey won't be easy. The system is designed to keep you in the dark, to feed off your hard-earned capital. Think about all the trades you've lost, all the times you felt like the market was moving against you personally. Imagine logging into your trading platform with a completely new perspective. Instead of chasing candles, you're anticipating moves. This is more than trading education. This is financial self-defense in a world that wants to separate you from your money. So what's your next move? Will you go back to trading the same way, now that you've glimpsed behind the curtain? The choice is yours. But remember, the market doesn't care about your hopes, your dreams, or your financial goals. We're offering to remove that blindfold. This video is just the beginning. Are you ready to step into that light? To see the market for what it really is, and to use that knowledge to your advantage? The journey of 1,000 pips begins with a single step. And that step is deciding, right now, that you're done being the liquidity. So hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. Because each video we release is another piece of the puzzle, another tool in your arsenal. Remember, the market is unforgiving, but it's not unbeatable. This is your moment. Are you ready to rise from zero? The choice is yours, but the opportunity is right here, right now. Don't let another day go by feeling lost in the markets. It's time to evolve, time to adapt, time to rise. We'll be here, ready to guide you every step of the way. But the first step? That has to come from you. So make your decision. Commit to your future. The revolution starts now. Are you in?